What's up, WCHS? I'm your host, Sarah Lindstrom.
And I'm her co-host, Xavier Keenan. It's January 18, 2019, which makes this the first episode of this year, and we have a lot going on.
This week, we will get the scoop on Winterfest 2019 activities and all that it entails.
We'll ask some students what they think about a fun and unusual word that is definitely not used every day.
And with this new semester comes a new face. We will learn a little bit about the new interim activity director.
With all this on the plate, it'll be a wonder we can fit it all into 10 minutes.
I'm sure we can, but we gotta keep this all moving. We will be back after this. It's been a busy week here at WCHS, especially getting to the new groove of the new semester.
You got that right. The struggle is real trying to get to the right class on time.
Yeah, I definitely would agree. We have a dance coming up, which adds a whole level of new stress.
I enjoy the school dances, but getting a date can be a challenge.
Well, I guess it depends on the person.
Dances with friends count too. Besides, it's not just about the dance.
Of course not. There's also,
Really? You didn't pay attention to theme week or coronation?
well...
Don't worry, Sarah. Florence can tell you all about it. Florence?
Good morning, WCHS. Today I'll be talking to Mrs. Ryan and Drake Doring about Winterfest festivities and some students about what Winterfest means to them.
I think the best part of getting ready for Winterfest is to see the performers, the acts, the students that are willing to go up there and kind of put themselves out in front of the crowd, whether they're being in MCs or singing or dancing or whatever we can put together. To me, Winterfest is a time to recognize all our winter activities and to build up some school spirit.
Winterfest means to me having a good time with friends and dancing, just having some fun.
Well, the committee gets together, we try to come up with a theme, chaperones for the dance, a plan to how we're going to decorate, and a schedule for when we're going to get all those things done.
My teammates prepare for this game. We watch film, practice hard every day, just keep up the good work.
Winterfest to me means showing your school spirit for all events and spending time with your friends and going to the dance.
Most excited for Winterfest, play the game against a big rival, St. Ed's, having fun at the dance, just being with all my friends.
Congratulations, King and Queen Tucker Judkins and Isabel Hooker. And we hope to see you at the Winterfest dance on Saturday at 8 p.m. This has been Florence York reporting for Wctv.
Wow, no wonder it feels like I've aged 4 years in a week. There's a lot going on.
It was. Trying to keep up was hard.
School is stressful, even without all of the Winterfest going on.
I'm looking forward to getting my gumble on at the dance.
Gumble? I've never heard that word before.
Dylan has, though, and he has asked some other students to see if they know what it means.
Hey yo WCHS, it's Maywell Enriquez. This week on Word Vault, the word is gamble. So we're going to be going around WCHS looking for students to see if they can define it or spell it.
I would say it's like a ball of gam. I don't know.
Definition of gamble is the ball you use in roulette.
To bet your money away, probably.
G-A-M-B-O-L.
G-A-M-B-L-E.
G-I-A-M-B-A-L-L. Gamble.
Gamble. G-A-M-B-O-L. The definition is to skip or dance freely. Did you get it right?
I wish I could gumble more often. It sounds really relaxing.
We all know that that's the best medicine. I like to relax by watching our Lynx play their sports. They have all been fun to watch so far this season.
In studio with us today, we have the new interim activity director, Joe Shanks, to tell us what it takes to be an activity director. Emma?
Thank you, anchors. It's Emma Stroner here with the new interim activity director, Joe Shanks. It was my understanding that you were hired a while ago.
I was hired in December before Christmas and started work January 1st.
So, what is the most important job or task as an activity director?
Well, I don't think there's any one task that's more important than the other, but there's a lot of hats to wear. You have to hire coaches, get teams to activities, equipment, and also be a public relations person and go out and meet the people and let people know who you are.
Sounds like a lot. So, what do you see that could be improved upon within the years to come?
Well, I just got here, and it's hard to say. You know, everybody's been really fun and welcoming, and it's been a really good experience. I would just say maybe the weight room needs a little sprucing up.
So, what kind of schooling does it take to be an activity director?
Well, usually you have a high interest in athletics, and you want to see kids perform well and achieve things. And usually you start out as a teacher coach, and from there you might want to see some interest in activities director, and you could go back to school and get a master's degree. And then some schools require that, some schools don't. Just a high interest, spend a lot of time at it, and be as best you can be.
So what is your schooling with prior to being an activity director?
Well, I was a teacher and a coach for a long time, and then I went back and got my master's from Minnesota State in Mankato and became an athletic director, and I was an athletic director for 25 years.
Wow. So what is the main impact you hope to make while you stay here?
Well, I hope to make transition as smooth as possible. I hope to meet a lot of people and a lot of kids and have a good time and be positive with my experience.
So that is all the time we have for today. Thank you for being here and answering my questions. Back to you, anchors.
Thanks, Emma, and thank you for Mr. Shanks for being here with us in studio today.
Being in charge of all the sports here at WCHS seems like a hard job, especially with all the busy schedules.
We'll help you out with these upcoming events. Today, Friday the 18th at 6:15, we have a girls varsity basketball game versus Humboldt here in Webster City. Following that will be the 7:45. The boys varsity team will be facing them as well. So get out there and support your fellow Lynxmen.
Then, tomorrow on the 19th, there will be a large group speech contest at the Hampton-Dubont Middle School, starting at 8 a.m. Try to take some of your Saturday to get out there and cheer on those who have worked hard this year for their competition.
Also, Saturday, the big night of the Winterfest dance, which starts at 8 p.m. and will go until 11 p.m. It's going to be a fun night there here at the high school. Before the big dance, however, there will be a varsity wrestling meet in Clarion starting at 10 a.m., which will give you plenty of time to cheer on our Lynxmen and make it back in time for the dance.
Getting out of this weekend, on Tuesday the 22nd, there will be a girls and boys varsity basketball games at Clear Lake. The girls will be starting at 6:15 and the boys following at 7:45.
Additionally, on the 22nd, there will be a JV varsity wrestling meet starting at 6:30 p.m. versus Roland Story here in Webster City.
For those of you who are interested in participating on Thursday the 24th, there will be a school board meeting beginning at 6 p.m. here in the high school.
Hopefully, the weather will hold so people can actually get to where they need to be this weekend. I know speech kids have been working on very hard this year to get done what they needed to do.
Yeah, it'll be disappointing if the Winterfest dance got canceled or postponed because of the weather. I think it's cold enough already.
Do you know how hard it is to find a dress that keeps you warm and looks good? Let me tell you, it's not easy.
Then let's switch it over to George, our weatherman, to see how warmly you should dress for this weekend.
Thank you, Xavier. Starting on Friday, we'll have a high of 21 degrees, a low of 8 degrees, with northeastern winds going at 7 to 15 miles per hour. It will be a pretty snowy day, so make sure you stay warm and safe. Saturday, we'll have a high of only 12 degrees and a freezing low of -1 degrees, with northern winds going at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's looking like a very cold and cloudy day, so stay safe if you have anywhere you need to go. Sunday's looking like another cloudy day, with a high of 11 degrees and a low of 5 degrees. With northeastern winds ranging from 10 to 14 miles per hour, it's definitely a great day to stay inside by the fire. Back to you, Xavier and Sarah.
So, you should dress very warm this weekend, Sarah, though I wish we didn't have to and the weather could get warmer.
I hope so too. Can't wait till next summer. I miss wearing shorts and skirts.
hanging out with my friends, eating ice cream in 100-degree heat.
Not having to deal with homework anymore.
It's gonna be nice. Only one more semester to go.
Yeah, but for now, we can only look forward to the next week's show, where we will be looking at large group speech and how their competition went.
Winter sports will be entering their mid-season stride, so we'll be giving you an update on their hard work.
And of course, we will have a fun Guess Who for a special student.
This has been Xavier Keenan
And Sarah Lindstrom,
reporting for Wctv.
See you next week.
Boys, I've been that coast.